Squid here, doing another movie review. Yeah, I went to go see Kong over spring break, and honestly, Kong. Well, I saw a couple movies over spring break. Kong was pretty good, honestly. But yeah, out of all the movies, probably like the third best movie I saw over spring break. I only saw 4 movies, but the other two were Get Out and Logan. I saw Get Out again. Ain't the point, but yeah, Kong was actually a pretty solid movie. The first part's gonna be spoiler free, so you can listen in, and I'll warn you whenever the spoilers are about to begin. Yeah, Kong was actually had a pretty the plot was not super complex. It was pretty simple, and sometimes simple works, and simple worked for this movie. It's a Kong movie, so you already kind of know the basis and what you have to work with. You have a giant ape, and you have a giant ape, and he's like the king of an island, and then he always has this weird attachment to one random micro. So that's basically it. It's basically like what Kong's been doing up, and also the Empire State, but Empire State scene with him swatting the planes. But yeah, this movie is really good. I mean, I actually enjoyed it. It was a really good movie. I mean, it had a pretty good plot. It made sense. It wasn't really convoluted. They didn't really add too much with it. It was a pretty straightforward thing. It was it was pretty good. I mean, they did pretty good setups because obviously they were going to do a sequel movie with Kong and Godzilla later on. Yeah, so they did a pretty good job. All the actors did pretty good. Samuel L. Jackson did a good job. But at this point, it's like when does Sam not do a good job? You know what I mean? So Tom Hiddleston, the guy that plays Loki in Marvel, he did a solid job. I always liked him as an actor. He plays Loki, but I always liked him as an actor. And everybody else in this movie actually, they did pretty good. I mean, they acted pretty well. Honestly, it was a pretty good movie. It was really solid. They didn't really mess up on it. It really wasn't much to mess up on, but they didn't really mess up on it. And it was a really solid movie. But yeah, all right. But spoilers are going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now, coming into this movie, basically what happens is I cannot remember the actor's name, and I should get better at this and actually looking at the actor's names, but I know who he is. But he played in, not Rita, maybe Roxanne. I forgot which comedy show he played in it, but whatever. But in the beginning of the movie, is this actor, these two guys basically going to the military, making a proposition from their organization called Monarch. Right, and Monarch basically tracks all these big monsters, right? All these big monsters, ancient monsters around the world. So like Godzilla and like King Kong are like part of these ancient species and ancient monsters they track, right? And everybody thinks they're crazy, right? But he kind of convinces them, they say they found a new satellite image of a new island. They call it Scar Island. Bam, and basically they convince like, hey, the Russians are probably going to head over there eventually. You want us to get whatever over there before they do. Right? Even though they have another agenda for actually going there. So they get a military team, they get a military escort, basically, which is Samuel L. Jackson's team. They get them, right? And these guys, I mean, this is a like Vietnam setting. These guys are about to go home. They're, they know we abandoned the war. They're ready to go home. Samuel L. Jackson's character is already presented with having, 1 or 2 boats loose. He's not presented in. Yeah, having anything really, like he presented like kind of already having a problem, right? So whenever he gets the call, like, hey yo, we need you to escort these these random guys to these guys over to this island, he was all about it, like off gate. It was no like, oh man, boys about to go home. He didn't care about any of that. He was like, hey, I'm here to serve, and that's what I do. So that's what it was. So his crew got ready, but so everybody got briefed. In another part, cause Tom Hiddleston, whatever. Yeah, but he's like he's like one of the main characters also. And like these guys go and get him. He's a tracker, right? He's part of I think he was UK Special Forces, or part of he was British though, because he's obviously British in real life. But yeah, it's like UK Special Forces or whatever, and they get him. They find him like in a random bar. And he's a tracker, and then they get a photographer too, right? Which is obviously like they want something to happen. But yeah, that starts, and that's kind of like where they're at in modern times. But before all that, which I probably should have jumped in before, John C. Reilly's in this movie. And I totally forgot to say that in the spoiler-free part. But John C. Reilly's in this movie, and John C. Reilly is hilarious. Oh my god, he's so funny. But basically, what happened? John C. Reilly is a World War II pilot, and him and a Japanese pilot from also World War II. They were fighting. They both crash landed on Scar Island for whatever reason. They both crash landed on Scar Island, and they basically start fighting each other, and they're trying to kill each other. They're going at it, trying to kill each other. And next, you know, Kong reaches his big hand over the cliff and stops both of them. And they're like, "Oh shit!" Right? They cut from that scene, right, and then they go to all the other stuff I just said before. And then, but more or less, they have like a survey team or whatever, and they basically explain nobody knows besides these two guys that Kong's on this island or a monster's on this island, right? So they basically starts dropping bombs for they go on this island and they start dropping bombs for survey reasons. You know, drop bombs or vibrations. They read it from with their tools, like, oh, this caverns are hollow, blah blah. The reason why they did that because apparently these giant hollow caverns or where these big ancient, species, hide and stuff like that. That's how they, people don't see them. But also, they're doing it to rule out Kong. And Kong definitely, you don't go around dropping bombs on an island unless unless you want to start a fight. And Kong takes that 100% to heart, and he starts crushing them. He takes all the helicopters out the air. He throws trees at them. It's awesome. He throws trees at them, all that stuff like that. He only did them because they were dropping bombs. So, most of them die. Some don't. Right? Some don't, the ones that don't, like, obviously Tom Huddle's character, the guys that were actually, leading the team, they didn't, and, Samuel Jackson and some of the other prominent Marines they have there don't die. And Samuel Jackson, he's furious, he kicks it to heart, he sees all the dog tags that these dudes left, and he's like, no, we're gonna kill this beast, right? And Tom, they're all separate, a lot of them are separated, but Samuel Jackson starts meeting up with his Marines, and he's going to his second in command, because his second in command was on the Seabird, or the Seahawk, I forgot what it's called, Sea Stallion. It's on the Sea Stallion, and the Sea Stallion, which is a type of helicopter, like two-blade helicopter, and it has all this ordnance and all this stuff on it, and he's like, we have enough ordnance to kill Kong with that, right? And he's heading over there, right? Tom Huddle and all of them, Tom Huddle and one of the Monarch guys and the girl, and one of the other Monarch girls, they're and a couple of people, they're in one of the Marines, they're all together, and they're walking, blah, blah, and they meet John C. Reilly. They meet the natives of this island, they meet John C. Reilly, and they basically go, to safety more or less, and John C. Reilly basically explains that Kong is seen as God on this island, and Kong keeps everybody at bay, right? Keeps these scar crawlers, these two-legged lizard, actually kind of kangaroo-ish because 2 legs and have a tail to balance things, and he keeps them at bay. And the reason why Kong attacked them because you're dropping bombs so you can wake up these guys then bottom. Kong is the last one of his species, right? And also another thing we found out, Kong is growing. Kong is young and he's getting bigger, but yeah, and Kong is protected at the island, so he's mad that he has to fight these skullcrawlers, right? More or less, that happens, and basically the rest of it is basically them. They meet back up. John C. Reilly is hilarious the whole time. They meet back up. Samuel Jackson is basically saying what he's basically going to do. He's going to attack Kong. They basically try to stop him. They do stop him. They would try to stop him. Samuel Jackson's character ends up getting killed. A lot of other things. Really, there was actually some low-key graphic depths in this movie. People got stepped on, people got crushed. One dude had grenades. One dude which was one of my favorite characters. I forgot his name. I don't know the actor's name, but had grenades on himself, and he basically sort of sacrificed himself because towards the end of the movie, whenever Samuel Jackson was trying to kill Kong, he actually unleashed the biggest skullcrawler. That one that was really dangerous, the one that killed his parents apparently, and yeah, and the guy was basically about to sacrifice himself. The old, I have bombs on my body. This skullcrawler is going to eat me, and I'm going to blow up, right? He's going to eat me, and I'm going to blow these grenades, and I'm going to kill him. And then that does not go good at all for him. Yeah, but Kong ends up winning. He ends up, making this small bond with this girl that's in the movie. And, yeah, it works out pretty, it works out basically how you would expect a Kong movie to do it. Yeah, I found that close. Yeah, it works out how a Kong movie, how you expect a Kong movie to go. But it was pretty good. They're setting up for a sequel. All the acting performances were good. I give this movie probably close, maybe a 75 to 80, around that range. It was a really good movie.
Surprise attack!
Yeah.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Watch
wait,
it.
we have a couple seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell us what you think.
I'm long-winded when it comes to talking.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace out.